Here we have a plethora of graphs that I drew up, my analyst team and I drew up, to be absolutely fair, over the last few weeks. And basically the story remains the same. You have market share being eaten away by Apple and by Android, primarily by Android, which is growing like a weed. You have loyalty dwindling on the BlackBerry side, and you have fanatic loyalty on the Apple side, and you have increasing demand, curiosity, and loyalty on the Android side. You have lower ASPs on a quarterly basis and on a sequential basis, on a quarterly basis, sequentially, and year over year, except for the small blip with this very recent quarter. Oh yeah, and net subscriber additions is taking a dip. RIMM is the market leader in the enterprise. That's undisputed. It's my opinion that RIMM had a strong adoption in the consumer market due to the strong brand recognition in the enterprise market. Basically, you had a lot of users who were forced to use the RIMM BlackBerry, the Research in Motion BlackBerry, because their company adopted it. It was also very strong in email and text messaging, email and phone calls, long battery life because it pretty much stuck to the basics, and had strong adoption in the business market. That filtered down to the personal market because you had those same executives who wanted a smartphone, and that was in an area where the phones really weren't that smart but were quite utilitarian. They wanted a smartphone, hence they bought BlackBerries. As phones became more capable, a lot of the consumers still started buying BlackBerries because of that brand recognition. Those consumers are the ones that are very disappointed in the BlackBerries because they see a plethora of phones that can do things and their phones simply can't do it. Video, multimedia, file sharing, file handling, etc., large screens. The reason was that is not the bread and butter of the BlackBerry. Now, Research in Motion had an opportunity with basically this free ride on the consumer in the consumer market to come out with a consumer-friendly phone. They chose not to. They chose to stick and forge ahead in the enterprise market, which has its positive arguments. But the problem is they were bound to lose the consumer market eventually because the BlackBerry that they dealt with simply didn't address the consumer needs. And on that note, we have the management of RIMM, which addresses the strength of their BlackBerries, the sandbox methodology, where they can basically cordon off the corporate side of the phone and the personal side of the phone. Very good idea, very strong idea. The problem is the personal side of the phone is not nearly up to par with, again, the Apples and Androids. It appears that Research and Management Motion simply does not get it, that they have to shore up that part of the phone. Personal opinion, of course, but again, their market share seems to be showing the same opinion.